Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Prefect candidate speeches. I'm really excited this morning for the opportunity for grade 11 students who are hoping to become members of the Prefect Council to step up today and to share with you a little bit about who they are, their sort of connection to QMS, why this role is something that they're interested in and would be meaningful for them, and just to give you a real snippet about them. They're going to be roughly 60 to 90 seconds long, so they're not long speeches. And afterwards, you'll all receive a link to a voting form. All right, and the candidates will speak in the order that their names are on the voting form. So some of you, if you just saw the voting form, you might recognize the name, but perhaps not be able to put a face to it. So essentially, through this and what we're running through today, you should at least be able to sort of marry up the name with the face and go, oh yeah, I've seen that person around campus, or I've seen them involved in certain things in the community. All right, so let's be a really welcoming and supportive audience for our candidates. They're going to speak in the alphabetical order of their first names, and so there won't be any sort of transitionary introductions from me. They're going to come up and introduce themselves and then speak. The one deviation from that plan is that Maya Cassie is going to open because she has to head off to the volunteer fair after this. Okay, so please join me in welcoming Maya Cassie.
So, good morning, everyone. As many of you know, I'm Maya Cassie, and I'm running for the Prefect Council next year. I've been at QMS since grade 7, and since then I've involved myself in lots and lots of different activities at the school, everything from playing the lead in the school play a year back, to avidly participating in poetry club and filmmaking club, to being both a delegate and a staff member at Model UN conferences for about 5 years now. I've also accumulated lots of leadership experience at the school, whether that be currently serving as president of student council or as service captain, or outside of school, I've involved myself in lots of leadership roles, such as working with the Fraser Basin Advisory Committee or the Duncan Youth Council. And so I'm hoping to become a prefect to get the opportunity to strengthen the community and events that QMS already has, and of course add some new ones. I'd love to work on incorporating more after-school events for students, whether those be open mic nights or outdoor movie viewings on the field. That being said, there's also a lot of prefect work that's more logistical stuff behind the scenes, and that makes my experience with leadership and planning events also very relevant. And I've also been in enough leadership positions at the school that I'm pretty comfortable talking to the faculty, particularly communicating your ideas to the faculty. So I'd love to serve as that helpful link between you guys, the student body, and the staff. Yeah, I have to run off now because I'm currently running a volunteer fair, which goes to show how involved I am at the school. But thank you for listening. I'm literally just going to walk out.
Great timing on the volunteer fair, Maya. Bronwyn isn't here this morning, and so I'll just speak very briefly to Bronwyn Lee, who's a candidate you'll see at the top of your voting form. Bronwyn is in her third year at QMS, and she's very active on the sports scene. She's probably going to be heard before she's seen. If you've been at any of the games that Bronwyn's involved in, a real motivator, a sort of a character leader, and won the Spirit Award for her sports teams 3 terms in a row. Sports have definitely been a significant vehicle for Bronwyn that she's tried to develop and hone her leadership skills through, and trying to connect others and bring people together is something that I know she holds dear to her heart. I would love to give more information on Bronwyn, but I'm afraid that's it from the top of my head. So Bronwyn Lee will be the top of your voting sheet, and next on the voting sheet will be Ember Shelley.
Hello everyone. As I'm sure many of you know, my name is Ember Shelley. I will be running for your prefect for the 2023-2024 school year. Throughout my life, I've moved many times, and as I'm sure you can all imagine, that means many new schools. Now, my parents have always tried to provide me with the best schooling experiences possible. However, each school I attended lacked one thing in common: structure. Now, As this may be hard to believe for some of you, I do actually appreciate a structured working environment. And this is an aspect of Queen Margaret School that I've come to love and flourish in. I've attended Queen Margaret School now for 5 years. This will be my 6th. And throughout the years, I have grown in many ways. My academics, my social skills, and my dedication have all progressed drastically throughout the time at this school. With that said, I would be happy to serve as your prefect for the year to come to connect you to the school board and tackle any issues or needs you may have. Now, some personal things that I'd like to see happen include new gym equipment, improved lunches, and possibly half days on Friday. And as I'm sure many other people will mention, desserts on Friday as well. Thank you for listening, and I hope you elect me as your prefect for the year 2024. Please help me to welcome Digital Ethan Picard to the stage.
What is one thing that you personally strive to obtain? Is that thing an object or a skill? For me, it's the ability to be a personable leader that strives for greatness. My name is Ethan Picard, and I want to be your prefect. I've been at the school for 13 years. Long time. Enough time to figure out the ins and outs of this school. And through this journey, I've figured out my leadership and how it works. I've participated in leadership through the start of the Queen Margaret School Athletic Instagram, which paves the way for athletics at Queen Margaret School. I've also been a part of my sports captains, and a spirit captain in grades 7 and 10, and ambassador captain, and also some more leadership endeavors. What I want to do is bring a sense of pride to attending Queen Margaret School. This can be done through house spirit and the culture that supports athletics, and most importantly, the ability to grow programs where there's clearly interest. I want to grow programs where they're strong in the face of challenges. I want to create a diverse school that strives for glory in everything that it participates in, and I hope that we all can be part of this journey. Thank you for listening. Vote for Ethan Picard today.
Hi everyone. I want to start off by saying that the 4 QMS values are be brave, be kind, be curious, be you. Today I'm standing up here initiating the be brave, considering I have little to no notes, thank you to DBR. So yeah, I'm going to start. I'm sure most of you recognize me as the person who's all over the place, doing a lot of things all the time, whether it is marketing and producing trailers, whether it's Spirit Day, running around, whether it's the sidewalk mural, so on and so forth. But today I'm going to be standing in front of you saying the things that I'm observing this year. The things that I have observed have been a lot, but I'm going to start with the 3 main things that I've noticed. Firstly, snack. My mom said this a few times as well, but fruits and vegetables fruits and vegetables are a good snack, but not very sustaining between breakfast and lunch, which is about 6 hours. But I'm sure I can say this for all student body, please no more Nutri-Grain bars. It's also the sports teams, as amazing and developing like they have been this year. It would be really cool to see more participation. Yeah. And then thirdly, I have noticed that the junior school students really would like family groups back, because they really enjoy the interaction between senior school students and like the primary students, and I myself enjoy talking to the little ones that are slowly becoming more and more mature. I'm an observer. I've spent most of the year kind of in the background looking at things that could be better, could be worse. You know, I love QMS. But if you don't vote for me for that, vote for me as the one person to have pied Mr. Monroe in the face with whipped cream. Thank you.
everyone. My name is Hannah, and I'm applying to be one of next year's prefects. I've also been going to QMS for 13 years, from junior kindergarten until now, so commitment is not something I struggle with. I have made the choice to attend this school every year since I was 4, and every day I actively choose to make that decision worthwhile. Over the years, QMS has provided me with countless valuable experiences and supported me throughout my educational career. Now, I know I don't need to sell you on QMS, as you already go here, and a lot of you are graduating, but I can't help but speak highly of it. My time at QMS has been one of the most significant factors in making me who I am today. I see becoming a prefect as an opportunity to give back to this community. I could stand up here and make promises of all the things I'm going to do next year, but in reality, circumstances change and so do plans. So instead, I'd like to make a simple promise of commitment, to be accountable and honest, to advocate for inclusivity and accessibility for all students, and to always put my best effort forward. By this I mean that I'm going to do what I say I'm going to do, and I'm not going to say I'm going to do a bunch of stuff and then not do it. So if given this opportunity, I will work hard to create effective communication between students and staff by amplifying the voices of you, the student body. It's my intention to be approachable, and I think I'm, in general, a pretty friendly person, so I look forward to working with all of you. Thank you.
Hi QMS, I'm Jade Chen and I use she, her pronouns. Firstly, I'm grateful for QMS and all of the opportunities it has provided. I care a lot about the arts. I'm a dancer, artist, and actor, and as a creative person, I naturally bring an open mind and unique out-of-the-box ideas. As a prefect, I would create opportunities for all students to develop and showcase their creative sides. Fitness and athletics are also important to me, and I have played on the QMS basketball and badminton teams. I want QMS to be a place where everyone can shine equally wherever they are passionate. I care about the environment, social justice, and service, and I know many of you do too. Next year, I would seek out opportunities for students to make a difference in these areas. One idea is to see if QMS could participate in service opportunities beyond the Cowichan Valley. And most importantly, I care deeply about people and how they're doing. So that would be all of you, the students of QMS. As a prefect, I would prioritize wellness and inclusivity across the school community. High school is busy and that can be stressful, and I'd want to improve student life through fun and connection. I'm an introvert and a quieter person. However, this doesn't stop me from having great ideas and being capable of being a strong leader. I have taken on many leadership roles in different settings. I'm a grounded and approachable person who shows up honestly and authentically. I lead with kindness, great listening skills, and a big heart, and I would love to help make 2023-2024 a great year for all of you. Thank you.
Hey folks, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Kieran, and I'm here to tell you a little bit about myself, what I've done for QMS, and what QMS has done for me. I arrived here in the 6th grade, eternally grateful to escape the public school system on Salt Spring Island. Since then, I have been active in academics and Model UN and music, all of which I've made special contributions to. I've been the concertmaster of the string orchestra since grade 8, and I'm also our current Model UN captain. Any students among us who went to Queen Mun might remember seeing me there, where I directed a committee, and I also led many of our design efforts. Hopefully all that has taught me a thing or two about events and communication and the like, and with any luck, that will increase my ability to effectively serve on the Prefect Council. I'm certainly comfortable in the spotlight, but perhaps more comfortable out of it. Filling out forms and coordinating schedules and administrative whatnot appears to be a lot of what a prefect does, and I promise to take all those tasks to a very high standard, so all of you don't have to. One other thing I can promise is, given the opportunity, I will give this school the very best trivia competition it has ever seen. Thank you very much. Feel free to vote for me.
I'd love to use the podium, but I've also would like you to see my face, and I am quite too short. So, hello, my name is Lexa, and next year will be my 13th year at QMS. Queen Margaret's has been the only school I've gone to, and I'd never change that. Yes, I'd be lying if I said my entire time at QMS has been a long sunny day at the beach. There have been things I've gone through, and I hope I've come out better than I was. But if you were to ask me in recent years,
I'd say they've been the best time I've had. From being dragged down into the dark, endless pits that is the Model UN Club, to putting on a classy green suit and trying to avoid being crushed by a chandelier. I think the last 2 years of my life has changed me into an entirely new and more capable person. One who can make a leader that is determined and uses reasoning skills, as well as someone people can come talk to regardless of how well they know me. My time at the school and different opportunities I've dove into has made me into a much more confident person than I was. I'm not throwing up level anxious to go on stage anymore, and I can now easily relay what my interests are. Speaking of that, I've already brought up theater several times, so it'd be no surprise if I told you as a prefect, I put a ton of effort into helping out where I could. I know that may not be a selling point to a lot of people, but that's exactly why. I want to leave QMS knowing that as the years go on, the place will be able to grow into something even better than they already have, and will have full cast size to dazzle the stage with. And that's a mindset I have for everything I'm involved in. So I hope with all this in mind, you will keep me in mind when you're voting for who you want for student council next year. Thank you.
Hey everybody, if you didn't know me already, my name is Maggie and I also use she, her pronouns, and I'm super excited to be running for Prefect Council next year. I've been at QMS for 12 years, so next year will be my 13th and final year. So I really want to leave this school having made a difference, so I'm hoping by stepping into a bigger role next year, I'll be able to do just that. So you've probably recognized me as the spirited voice on the sports field, besides Bronny, cheering on our teams or leading the charge. Sports are my passion, and as being a dedicated student athlete, it has taught me the importance of teamwork, perseverance, and supporting one another. If elected, I'll work with my peers to create an inclusive environment. I believe that every person has something to offer, and it's essential that we foster an atmosphere where everyone feels safe and comfortable sharing their strengths with their school community. My goal is to make sure that each one of you feels heard, seen, and valued. I believe in open and honest communication and that anything can be solved when we work together. Please consider voting for me. Thank you.
Hi everyone, my name is Naomi Goddard. I've been a student at QMS for a little bit over 5 years now. I came here from Thailand to join Ms. Mo's grade 6 class at the end of the year. A little bit about me, I love anything to do with visual arts, so like painting and drawing, and I love getting to know new people, connecting with other students. In the past few years, I've been involved in different areas of the school, like GSA, and Stigma Free. I was president of student council last year, and this year I'm Mike's house captain alongside Liberty McDonald. My main goal, if I get selected as a prefect next year, is to make next year absolutely amazing for everyone. I want to ensure that every single student feels like they belong and are heard. I want to be a voice for you, actively seeking suggestions, ideas, and feedback. I want to organize events that you'll enjoy, create new clubs and activities, and assure that everyone has a memorable and fulfilling experience at QMS. Lastly, I want to break down barriers, embrace diversity, and make the school a place where every student feels proud to be a part of. I want to make next year a journey of growth, friendship, and success. Thank you for your time. Please vote for me, Naomi.
Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Shaylee Martin. I am an avid singer, science geek, dog lover, flower farmer, and aquarium enthusiast, and am hoping to represent your visions for our school's growth. With 8 years at QMS, I have been gifted with the opportunity to observe the evolution of our community. It has come to be my home away from home, a place where connection between student, staff, and the Cowichan Valley is tangible. QMS is like a garden, one whose roots constitute the foundation for the vibrant foliage above. We are the cultivators of our own success, and we support others in attaining their goals. Inclusivity is essential to communal empowerment and is a trait that I value and model. I hope to be your go-to girl, someone you can talk to without judgment or apprehension. When plans go awry, I will be there to persevere and strive for our goals. I am inspired by your involvement and commitment to service on and beyond our campus. Our unique school community is the reason I am here, and this opportunity will help me ensure that our dedication to QMS connectedness is nurtured. Thank you.
So it's hard enough to come up here and speak anyway on a particular topic, but to come up and actually talk about yourself and try and promote your own candidacy is a really unusual thing to do, and I think it's a real challenge, but everyone met the challenge exceptionally well this morning. Really enjoyed listening to the array of areas of the school that you've all been involved in, and I think we'd agree there's such breadth to the candidates in that regard, and just listening to hear that the school is a special place for you and has contributed a lot to your own personal growth as well, and that you're interested in and excited about giving back. So if everyone could just join me again in thanking all the candidates for their efforts this morning. And indeed for everything that you've already done here at QMS. Grade 12s, you'll receive a link to the voting form, so you have an opportunity to vote from once you've left the chapel. It should be there in your inboxes. Please do vote. We really would like everyone in the school to vote. Grade 7s are going to be included in the vote as well this year too. There obviously will be in grade 8 next year, and members of this group will be on the Prefect Council for their grade 8 year. I think grades 7 to 10 will watch this video. You'll be watching this. Hi everyone. You'll be watching this on Monday in FA block, and then you will receive the link to the voting form, and then you can vote. Grade 11s will be in the chapel at the gathering on Monday morning, so you will watch it in FA on Tuesday morning, and then receive the link, and then vote. So please everyone, do vote. We've got an outstanding list of candidates. It was wonderful to hear from them this morning, and we look forward to using the data of the vote to help make the overall selection. I should say as a final word, it's not the most votes gets in. It's not a voting competition. It's interesting to see what the support is like for various candidates from within the community, but that is not, it's not by any means the final judgment. It's merely one indicator that can be used in the final selections. So thanks again to the candidates, to the audience, to grade 12s, and to the staff who came to watch as well. It's wonderful to have you all here in the chapel, and thanks again to the candidates. Why don't we invite the candidates to lead us out? That might be great. Okay, grade 11 candidates. Thank you very much. Off you go. Well done, everyone. Great job. Well done. Well done. Well done. Good job, Did you always say